There's a truth women almost never say out loud, not because they don't feel it, but because admitting it to face something they've been avoiding. For a long time, it's not the fear of losing a bad man, not the fear of drama or chaos. It's something much quieter, much heavier, the fear that comes after she hurts a good man. Because when a good man walks away, the silence he leaves behind doesn't fade. It grows, and that silence starts asking questions she can't escape. Questions like, what if I misjudged him? What if I pushed away the one man who actually meant it? What if I don't get another chance like that again? Most people think heartbreak is loud crying, shouting slammed doors. But the kind of heartbreak that follows hurting a good man is different. It doesn't scream. It settles. It sits in the chest late at night when distractions stop working. Because a good man doesn't leave to teach lessons. He doesn't disappear to scare her. He doesn't pull away to win power. He leaves because something inside him goes quiet. And once that happens, there's no argument that can bring it back. A good man doesn't announce when he's done. He doesn't make speeches. He doesn't threaten. He simply stops giving what was once effortless. His presence becomes limited. His warmth cools, his energy turns inward. And the woman who once thought he'd always forgive, always understand, always stay, suddenly realizes she misread him. His kindness wasn't weakness. It was choice, and now that choice is gone. That's when the fear starts to creep in. Not panic, not regret yet, fear. Fear that she crossed a line she didn't know existed. Fear that this time he's not coming back the same. Because when a good man withdraws, the ground doesn't shake, the air just feels empty. And emptiness is harder to fight than anger. This is the truth no one talks about. Women don't fear a good man's anger. They fear his peace without them. They fear the moment they realize he's not hurting anymore. He's healing, and that healing doesn't include her. Before we go deeper, before we break down what women fear most after hurting a good man, and why this realization hits so hard, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. And anchor this message by dropping this phrase in the comments. Right now, my peace is my boundary. Because once you understand this truth, you stop chasing closure and start protecting your value. And now let's begin. The first thing a woman fears after hurting a good man is realizing his silence isn't a tactic. It isn't a phase, it isn't emotional distance meant to pull her closer. It's an ending, and that realization doesn't hit all at once. It arrives slowly in pieces when she notices that he no longer reacts the way he used to. The man who once explained himself calmly, who tried to fix things, who stayed present even when he was hurt, now responds with less emotion, less urgency, less need. And that's when her confidence starts to crack. At first, she tells herself he's just processing, that he needs time, that he'll come back once things settle down. Because in her past experiences, men always came back, they argued. They chased, they explained, they tried again. She learned to expect noise after conflict. So when she's met with calm instead, it confuses her. A good man doesn't create chaos when he's wounded. He creates space, and space is dangerous because it gives him clarity. She starts replaying moments in her head, things she said without thinking, times she dismissed his feelings, the way she assumed his patience meant he'd tolerate anything. And slowly an uncomfortable thought forms. What if this time is different? What if he's not silent because he's hurt, but because he's done trying? That thought is terrifying, because it means she's lost control of the outcome. A good man's silence doesn't feel like punishment. It feels like emotional closure. He's not cold, he's not cruel. He's simply no longer available in the way he once was. And she feels that shift immediately. His replies are polite but distant. His tone is steady but guarded. He doesn't ask questions anymore. He doesn't seek reassurance. He doesn't lean in. And that absence of effort is louder than any argument could be. This is where fear replaces pride. Because she realizes something she never considered before. His silence means he no longer needs her response. He's no longer waiting for her. Understanding is no longer hoping she'll change. And when a good man stops hoping, it means his heart has accepted a truth she hasn't caught up to yet. She checks her phone more often, rereads old messages, looks for signs that he still cares the same way. But deep down, she feels it. The emotional door is closing. Not slammed, not locked. Just gently shutting. And that gentle finality hurts more than rejection, because there's nothing to fight against. The fear isn't that he'll block her or lash out. The fear is that he'll stay calm. that he'll stay kind, that he'll move forward without bitterness. Because a man who leaves peacefully is a man who has already detached emotionally, and once that detachment happens, there's no urgency left to fix things. That's what scares her most. Not losing him loudly, but losing him quietly. Knowing she pushed away someone who would have stayed if she had valued him when it mattered. The second fear creeps in when she realizes something even harder to accept. Losing him didn't just mean losing a relationship. It meant losing safety. A good man doesn't just give affection. He gives steadiness. He gives a sense that no matter how messy life gets, there's someone solid standing beside you. And when that disappears, the absence feels bigger than expected at first. She notices it in small moments. When something stressful happens, and he's no longer the first person she wants to tell. When her day falls apart, and there's no calm voice on the other end saying, "It'll be okay," she starts to feel the difference. When other men show interest, the attention is there, sure, but it feels thin surface level. Conditional conversations feel rushed. Effort feels calculated. And slowly she understands what she lost wasn't just a man.